What's up guys, Mr. Premier with another video, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing EVE AIO in 2020. Right now it's October 26th. Now if you're looking to buy EVE AIO or want to know more about botting or reselling in general, you should definitely join the Discord link in the description, because Inferno Labs can give you all the help you need to make money, whether it's card flipping, stocks, brick flips, all that. So join the Discord link in the description. So anyway, when reviewing EVE, I'm going to be looking at what sites it does well on, what sites it does not do well on, their pricing, and their Discord. Now let's start with the sites. If you're looking to bot Shopify primarily, which is where a lot of hype drops happens and where where most of the really good sneakers drop, EVE is not the bot for you, but it depends on what kind of Shopify drops you're going for. If you want to go for hype drops on Kith and DSM, where they're might be the only site dropping this one extremely low stock shoe, then EVE is obviously not the right choice. But if you're botting Funko or Palace or a low-key Shopify site that might release something for a low-key flip or a collectible, EVE can do all right on that. So it's not meant for Kith or DSM or any of those sites, but for overall Shopify grade, I'll give it a C. For perspective, Cyber is probably an A+, Balco an A. Now for Supreme, if an item sells out on a drop in less than, I'd say, around 7 seconds, EVE is not the bot that's gonna hit it. EVE is not the fastest Supreme bot. It's not meant to, EVE can't check out that quickly. And it's usually either a hit or miss, because EVE's not consistent on Supreme. EVE might destroy one release but flop on another. You just don't know. So if you run every drop, eventually you're probably gonna hit. But if the item sells out like in 7 seconds, EVE can't do that fast. EVE can't bot it that fast. So overall for Supreme, I give it a C+. By the way, 7 seconds is very fast. Like for a box logo, there's a million different colors and sizes. Some sizes and colors will sell out 20 seconds. So if EVE does hit that week, you'll be able to. So to put it in perspective, Mech and Blocks are both A+, and Supreme I give for EVE a C+. Now for foot sites, EVE does a little bit better. Foot sites, by the way, is Foot Locker and all those sites like Eastbay. EVE isn't that bad. You can definitely be able to hit some releases with EVE. Easy drops or high stock Jordan drops can be a cook with EVE, but for drops with, I'd say, under 5k stock, you'll be lucky if you can hit one pair with EVE. Like many people, they can have Prism or Kodai, which are both A+. I say at foot sites, they all might hit 2 or 3 pairs at best for like those Kobe drops. You know, so like the average person maybe hit 1 or 2 pairs. So those are really hard, especially with EVE. EVE is probably a 20th of the price of like Kodai. Maybe that's not the right math, but it's obviously not going to do as well. So for overall grade on foot sites, I gave it a B-. For Mesh, EVE doesn't really do anything on it. They don't really, Mesh doesn't even drop, like they don't do their restocks like they used to. Even then, EVE wouldn't getting checkouts. They don't compare it to the top tier Mesh bots, but EVE isn't focused on that at all. They don't really care about that. So now let's get into some of the real strong points of EVE, sites that you can look at and say, okay, they're pretty good. Target, Walmart, Best Buy, and Home Depot. Those sites, I don't bot any of those personally, but people all day are checking out cards and collectibles and items from those stores that like your group tells you to resell, that they resell. So if your primary focus is botting these kinds of stores, EVE might be the right choice for you. Now to get into some miscellaneous sites that drop not so often, very rarely maybe, EVE does very well on Fugazi. I hit 2 pairs off their most recent release. On Nordstrom, EVE is okay. On a height drop, they might hit a couple pairs, like on a Dunk maybe. Off-White is usually a hit or miss. On the Jordan 5s, they did well, but not so well on the most recent ones. Yeah, so Converse, DSM eShop, Panini, also sites EVE hits well. Now let's get into pricing. If you were to wait for a restock on Eve's Twitter, it would cost you $250 to start if you cop off the restock, and $35 a month. So to buy it on a Discord marketplace, you can get a lifetime copy for around $315. So they don't sell lifetime copies anymore. So if you want to buy it off their site, it's out of stock right now. But let's say you cop a restock, $250, $35 a month. Or you can buy a lifetime copy for around $315, which, by the way, the price has dropped recently. It used to be $450, $400. So obviously you can see the better option. Obviously, $315 for lifetime. Of course, the price reflects on the bot, but I think you can probably make your money back for $315. I mean, it just depends on how often you're going for drops and if you're setting up right, because there are a ton of opportunities, and eventually, if you run every drop, Eve will hit. You know, it's not always consistent, but if you run every drop, it's one of them's gonna hit, and you're gonna make money. And Target, Walmart, those sites, it is consistent. Foot sites on high stock drops, it is consistent, so you should be able to make your money back. You might say, well, what should I go for on those sites? Inferno Labs, the group in the description, has info on all those releases and more, so make sure to join the Discord, and you can start now. Lastly, let's talk about their Discord, the Eve support Discord. If you're already in the Eve Discord, you know that getting help is very difficult, and it's a pretty toxic place, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so this is due to there being this is due to there being a ton of beginners and them asking a lot of questions. So if you don't have a group that you can ask a lot of questions to, or you're going to need a lot of help figuring things out, how to bot, you're going to have a difficult time figuring things out, because the Eve Discord, it's really difficult to get help in there, trust me. I mean, I don't need help in there, obviously, but I see people, the beginners, they get mad that they can't get any help. So you're going to need probably a group in Inferno Labs. You can get one-on-one support with knowledgeable staff 24/7. So let's get into my conclusion of AIO in 2020. My conclusion is that if you have the time and the resources, you can likely make profit back and make a good amount of money. But if you'll get mad after every drop that you can't cook, or you'll blame the bot, or blame a million different things, your group, and you don't want to try different things, or try harder, or try different ways, try different setups or anything, because you're gonna have to try with Eve. I mean, if you're new, it's not gonna be fast and you're gonna make your money back right away. If you're looking for that, that's not gonna happen unless you're already experienced. You're gonna need it might take a while. You're gonna need to try really hard, and that's it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember to join the Discord, like and subscribe, and goodbye.